The Boy in the Box. In the dead of winter, February 1957, a secret was left to rot in the woods of Philadelphia. A cardboard box, a nameless boy, a mystery that would haunt America for more than 6 decades. This is the tragic story of the boy in the box. It all started when a young man wandering through a wooded area near Susquehanna Road in Fox Chase spotted something strange. A large, worn cardboard box discarded among the brush. Curiosity, or maybe fate, pulled him closer. When he peered inside, he recoiled in horror. There, wrapped in a thin plaid blanket, was the lifeless body of a small boy. He was estimated to be about 4 to 6 years old, emaciated, bruised. His hair had been crudely cut, leaving uneven patches across his tiny, fragile scalp. There were small scars on his body, signs of past injuries, signs that no child should ever bear. The police were called immediately. They canvassed the area, knocking on doors, searching records, desperate for any clue. Flyers were printed, posters were hung on every lamppost in Philadelphia. His post-mortem photograph, shocking but necessary, was released to the public in a desperate attempt to spark recognition. And yet, no one came forward. No one claimed him. No missing child report matched his description. It was as if the little boy had never existed. The investigators discovered that the box had once contained a bassinet sold by a local J.C. Penney. They tracked every purchase, every receipt. Nothing. The plaid blanket was mass-produced, common, impossible to trace. The boy in the box quickly became known as America's unknown child, a ghost without a name, a story without an ending. As the case grew colder, theories began to swirl. Some believed he was the victim of a violent, abusive family, discarded like garbage to hide their guilt. Others speculated he had been kidnapped and trafficked, only to be abandoned when no longer wanted. One particularly haunting theory pointed to a foster home not far from where the boy was found, a place rumored to be troubled, where bassinets, matching the box, had once been sold. But every promising lead ended the same way, dead, buried under layers of silence. Years turned into decades. Then, in the 1990s, a woman known only as Martha came forward with a chilling confession. She claimed her abusive mother had purchased the boy, held him captive, subjected him to unspeakable cruelty, and then killed him in a fit of rage. She described how he had been bathed, had his hair cut, and finally abandoned in the woods. Her story matched certain details known only to investigators. For a moment, hope flickered. But without hard evidence, Martha's story, like so many others, slipped through the cracks. The boy in the box remained nameless. His grave simply read, "Heavenly Father, bless this unknown boy." But the world refused to forget. As technology evolved, so did hope. Investigators preserved what little DNA they could from the boy's body, hoping that someday the science would catch up with the mystery. And then, in late 2022, the breakthrough finally came. Using the revolutionary power of genetic genealogy, investigators matched the boy's DNA to living relatives. After 65 long years, the boy in the box finally had a name: Joseph Augustus Zarelli. Joseph was born on January 13, 1953. He would have been just 4 years old when his tiny life was so cruelly cut short. But even with his name revealed, the truth of what happened remains hidden in shadows. Family members connected to Joseph were located, some still living, but many refused to cooperate, cloaking the details of Joseph's short life in more silence, more pain. The authorities have kept much of the information private, citing the sensitivity of the investigation, and so, even after decades, Joseph's story remains a puzzle missing its most vital pieces. Why was he never reported missing? What horrors did he endure in his final days? And who was responsible for his death? The boy in the box became a symbol, not just of a single tragedy, but of every forgotten child, every voiceless victim who slipped through the cracks of society, every small life lost without justice. Joseph's story reminds us that behind every cold case, every headline, every grim photo, there is a life, a child who laughed, cried, loved, and deserved better. Today, Joseph Augustus Zarelli finally rests under a gravestone bearing his true name. But his story, our search for truth, must continue, because justice delayed is not justice denied. It's up to us, those who listen, those who remember, to ensure that Joseph's voice, and the voices of so many like him, are never silenced again. What do you think happened to Joseph? Was he abandoned by those meant to protect him? Or is the real story even darker, hidden in places we have yet to search? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your voice. If you believe stories like Joseph's deserve to be told and remembered, please like this video, subscribe to Dark Chapter, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss our next journey into the darkest corners of true history. Because sometimes, the most powerful thing we can do is simply not forget. Thank you for watching. Stay curious, stay compassionate, and as always, stay safe.